Hey everybody, it's Sean from High Level coming at you with a quick update today. So we wanted to announce the A2P 10 DLC functionality rolling out in the app. But before I get started on that, let's take a look at what's going on here. So anybody who doesn't know anything about A2P 10 DLC, it is basically a new set of rules coming down from all of the cell phone carriers that's designed to try to limit spam. So you can take a look. There's lots of links on the Twilio website and so forth. But for those of you who have been following this, there has been this sort of looming deadline of October 1st, which is right around the corner. But let's first start with the great news. The great news is that deadline has been extended significantly. And in fact, it has been extended until further notice. So a couple emails here. Let's take a look. So you can see right here, T-Mobile has postponed the 10/1 deadline until further notice. There's more details here. When you jump into the more details there, you'll see that they've postponed the fees. The increased per fee message, the per message fees are postponed until further notice. And on top of all of this, none of it mattered unless you were going over 3,000 messages per day anyhow, or using more than 5 long codes. But even if you have, that has been postponed. We reached out to several customers also who work with Twilio directly. You can see here, I wanted to let you know, been delayed. And then we also reached out here, and starter brand registration is free because there was some rumor that maybe starter brand registration wasn't going to be free, but it is, and it will remain so in the near future. So number one thing I want to talk to everybody about today is take a breath. You're okay. You don't need to do anything. The world will not come to an end on October 1st. So now that we're there, let's talk about A2P 10 DLC and ISV hosted model inside High Level. So if we jump over here, let me show you where we're headed. So we are going to be going into private beta, hopefully later this week, with public beta either next week or the week after. But again, remember, timeline doesn't matter here now. So we're all right. Here's how this is going to work. So when you go into your Twilio, you're going to see this new use lead connector telephone system. And when you click this green button here, we're going to go ahead and it's going to say, hey, look, this will allow you to move your existing clients over. You're going to go ahead and hit the confirm button, and then you're going to go ahead and hit close. So now at this point, what we're hoping for is you come back in here and now you see that that warning is all gone because you've indicated that you want to switch to this hosted model. But then so the nice thing is every new account you add, it just automatically just works out of the box. No Twilio, configuration, calling them, dealing with them, all that stuff, all gone, just disappears, right? Now, wait a second. What about all of my other accounts I've already got with you guys? What in the world am I supposed to do with those things? Super simple. The team has done an awesome job here. You can see that there's these green buttons for each of your sub accounts. Switch to lead connector. You click it and it's going to say, hey, listen, here's what's going to happen, right? We will move your client over, all the calls, call logs, SMS, all that stuff. Now, quick note, call recordings might get lost, but they're still archived in your Twilio account. The call recordings can't be moved. So Twilio, this is a process we work with Twilio on. We tried really hard to get that done, but that's one thing they can't do, but everything else gets moved. So you don't lose them. They'll still be in your Twilio account, so you can still dig them out, but just a quick note there. So now when you hit confirm, what's going to happen is you're going to get this. This here is the exact email template that you need to just copy over, right? So you can literally just drag your mouse over, right click, copy, and then you're going to go to your email and you're going to hit new email, and you're going to write it to support at Twilio, and you're going to paste this in. Now, once you've done that, you're going to check this box just to let us know that you've done it, and you're going to hit close. So now at that point, what it's told us that we need to do is we need to monitor for that switch to occur. So as soon as that switch occurs, we're going to notice it, we're going to pick it up, and then you can see here, we're now listing this as processing. We're going to notice that that switch has happened. We're going to automatically pull those numbers in from your old account now that they've been moved over. We'll hook them back up, and then everything will just sort of run seamlessly from there on out, right? So obviously, you'll know a couple things. When you send that email, it'll open a ticket at Twilio, so you'll know back and forth kind of what's going on in the process. And obviously, we'll try to keep that you update here as well. So to recap, October 1st is no longer a deadline at all, so just ignore it. You don't need to go rush off and do the registration process. And as you can see here, we are just that close to being able to roll out the A2P 10 DLC and honestly just hosted ISV to make all this Twilio stuff evaporate so that you can just kind of do your thing and ignore this part of the system going forward. So anyhow, hope if any of you have any questions, obviously let us know. Happy to help with that. Otherwise, I hope all of you are at an awesome Wednesday, and I will try to bring you more up-to-date news as soon as I can. So I appreciate it and talk to you later. Bye.